let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh. Magic, no, I'm never letting go. Now that I have it with you. When you kiss me, it's like the stars fall out the sky onto my heart to cover up what I don't wanna show. I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, you take me higher, ooh, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, ooh, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, ooh, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, yeah, you take me higher, baby.
Hello, everybody. Why am I here on the screen alone? Marlon.
Welcome to Radical Truth, the Power of Aggressive News Show with Lesbian 3. I am your host, Marlon, alone with Ada Hart. Do not ever have your mouse too close to your drink because you wind up hitting the wrong stuff. Anyway, yeah, that's what happened. Anyway, on today's show, we're going to do the news and review, in which we are going to review the protest that just happened yesterday. I just got a short glimpse of just Chicago, just to show you the magnitude
Everywhere.
of the protest. And it wasn't just the United States. Apparently, Foxy just informed me that it was Paris, France.
Yep.
So it's solidarity. So we're just going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the tariffs that Donald Trump has put on other countries to the point where it's just so bad, so outrageous that it was able to combine I don't even know how to say this. Just combine the three countries of China, Japan, and South Korea, who hasn't been in talks with each other for the last 5 years. So we're going to discuss that. We're going to get into the second hour with Am I the A-Hole Mafia video of the week, positive story of the week, and then jump right into a very special Foxy's video of the week, the very first video of Foxy's video of the week. I finally got to hear the whole thing. It speaks volume because it's spoken word. but it speaks volume
Okay.
of the
Look
situations.
forward to that.
Anyway, hiya, Anna.
Hey. I today has been very short for me. I actually slept for 15 hours last
Mm,
night. I
that,
haven't slept that much since I was a teenager.
well, that felt good.
It did feel very good. Um, I'm still kind of in a what is this? Almost fuzzy in the brain. It's a peculiar feeling. Um, but not just it's been a normal Sunday as far as saw my family. My nephew got to talk video games. He loves to explain everything like a 40-year-old man would. He's funny. He's a funny little guy.
How old is he?
He is gonna be 12 in a
Oh,
couple months.
yeah, they're still in that talkative mode. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been also hanging around with me and his father, my biological brother, his whole life. And just when he was going into school, uh, COVID hits, and he's been homeschooled ever since. But he's a very special kid, and like when he was a baby, he used to call me daddy, mommy, sister. Like he would follow kind of the thought line of the tree out to who I was. He's so cute. So I could, crush on my nephew for just as long as y'all could crush on about your kids, your grandkids, like he is the next generation, one of a few of our family, and just makes me very proud. And I love to be an aunt. I really love that position in the family, like little bit of parent, little bit of friend, that in between. It's a good place.
Good. All right, let's see who we already got. I don't have anything to add to it. It's like same thing I be feeling about my grandkids. So, um,
Right, you guys have gotten to.
woohoo!
Gee,
I'm
who's
first.
that?
That's Anna. And she's also saying, good evening, everyone. She also says, get yourself a drink, a snack, make yourself comfy. Hit that like button, please, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Also, bell and all. That way you'll see when we go live. Absolutely correct. Thank you. However, Anna, I have to inform you of some
What's
news
this?
that just came down. Um, a few seconds before the show started, and they already has written you a letter from upper management, and it goes, "I'm so sorry, Miss Hart. While we do enjoy you hitting that like button, employees are exempt from being seen as first like. This is a verbal warning, and this issue will be a write-up. Thank you."
Damn.
So it's out of my hands. I fought for you.
Sure. Sure you did.
I did the best I could.
There's like
Just
there was 0 when I got here, and then there was 1. It's me.
can't be first. Can't be. Was he
You
telling you
know,
about
okay,
the
Parker, I have kind of a funny story. Yesterday, because I can't see the screen, it's a very small little phone screen that I look into, not a computer. And I think I mistook your name as like either Taylor or Tyler last night. I apologize. I could not see, and my brain just went. I know your name is Parker. Ah, sorry, love.
Speaking since we have Parker on here,
Mm.
real quick, so we can go ahead and get into the show. This is going to be a very short month when it comes to shows. Me and Anna did it yesterday, and it's 5 shows total, counting last night's show. So this week and next week, this weekend and next weekend is fine. The weekend after is WrestleMania. I don't want to hear about what everybody thought is about wrestling. I don't care. I've been enjoying it since 8 years old, and I'm now in my 50s. It ain't gonna change my mind now, so get over it. WrestleMania is like the Super Bowl when it comes to wrestlers. So I am taking that whole weekend off to enjoy myself and watch both shows on both days. Steak on Saturday and ribs on Sunday. So I am ready for everything. The week after that is only a Sunday show because Saturday of that week is my my cousin's wedding, which, trust me, I love that girl with all my heart. So yay. And my sister-in-law is throwing a couples party. So
what is the date for the wedding? Just the Saturday?
It's just that Saturday. So
I'll have to look it up.
So the 19th and 20th, we're off. And the 26th is the wedding, but we'll be back to 27th.
26. Okay.
And I know what everybody's saying, but this is the reason why I'm doing it, because it's a short weekend. But Marlon, that's the last weekend of the month. If we do it, then it ain't really no point of doing any shows this month. We might as well just skip the whole month, because what's the point? We did 4 shows, and see y'all in May? Nah, come on. We're just gonna have to work.
If we need to take off a little bit earlier in the month, like I'd be for, hey, let's fill in at the last week and, just change it around a little bit.
Yeah, and I also know for a fact that if only when I'm sick, I'm not going to do it all the time, that if I'm sick, I'll create the show, and I know Anna and Theas can carry the show. I'll just be producing behind the scenes. Now, if I'm sick enough to not be on the show, chances are somebody's going to yell, Marlon, next video, because I'm out of it. So, but that's neither here nor there. Oh, wait a minute. See, I didn't remember you ever saying Tyler, but he did say LOL. LOL, I don't even remember that. Neither do I.
Okay.
Tyler last night.
Then I did it slyly enough.
But then
I called you. And funny, because I went through the whole, wait, is it Taylor? Is it Tyler? And I do that with Brian Cohen. And I wasted all this time over a non-issue because that's not his name. I know his name is Parker.
Tracy said you could get a guest host. I have 2. And I've been trying to get them to do a show without me, even when I put the show together. But
oh yeah, I gotta put. Okay.
They're not there yet, and I'm not gonna push it. I mean, I'm literally like, come on, guys, y'all been here for 4 years. 4 years, come on. No. So anyway, let's get this party started. April 5th. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, it just one little thing I do have to also add is that in May, that is the month where with my family, we do the Lime Rally
Oh,
down, in our neighborhood kind of thing. We are also talking about joining the next 50-51 protest. So not sure on it yet, but we'll I'll let you know.
all right. Just keep us informed.
Yep.
April 5th, the protest, hands off protest that was announced weeks
Was
ago
incredibly successful.
was successful.
Incredibly.
If you didn't have a large crowd of protesters, it's because your population was not very high in the area that you was, not because people did not want to come out, because the people of Chicago, New York, LA, Florida, Boston, Paris, Seattle,
Portland.
I mean, the people who had the population, they were out. So kudos and congratulations. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that we at least have that right now to protest. And just to give you an example, just a small snippet, I'm going to show you the protest that happened in Chicago.
Good evening. It's 5 o'clock. I'm Chris Ty. Welcome to our viewers on our digital streaming network, CBS News Chicago. That video behind me, the biggest protest in Chicago since President Trump took office. A significant crowd spilling out of Daley Plaza and filling up the streets of Chicago. The anti-Trump hands-off protest, as it's called, was one of hundreds taking place simultaneously nationwide. Our Noel Brennan was on the ground speaking with protesters about their biggest concerns.
I haven't seen a demonstration this big in Chicago ever.
Like oceans of people.
But it looks like this entire square is full.
When a protest gets too big for Daley Plaza, people stand where they can.
In the middle of a street.
This crowd stands against President Donald Trump and billionaire Elon Musk.
We will not be silenced.
Their message is hands off.
Hands off!
A protest against the administration's actions to cut government jobs, shutter agencies, deport immigrants, impose tariffs, and more.
I am concerned about people being kidnapped off the streets and shipped to hellhole prisons. I am concerned about our economy tanking. I'm concerned about the fact that we have a president who doesn't care about people.
Things are being defunded. People are losing their jobs. Just really terrible things are happening in this country.
There's something that every single person in America cares about that these people are attacking.
This is one of more than 1,200 demonstrations happening all over the country. There are protests in all 50 states. Here in Chicago, Daley Plaza is overflowing. After speeches, the people here will hit the pavement to march.
Look at this crowd. I haven't seen a crowd this big. This is great.
The crowd in Chicago marches about a mile. As miles away, hands-off protests take place in the burbs, from Highland Park to Schaumburg to Lisle.
All these people have all of the power right in their hands.
A group of seniors in Edgewater can't make it downtown, so they protest in front of their retirement community.
Donald Trump has got to go! Hey, hey!
A nationwide movement of people who want the country to change its direction.
This goes beyond politics. It's not about politics. It's about caring about each other and showing compassion instead of power hungriness.
Noel Brennan, CBS News, Chicago.
Noel, thanks. In a statement today, the White House said the president won his second-round matchup at the Senior Club Golf Championship in Florida and will play in the championship round tomorrow. They added that the president plans to protect Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid for those who are eligible.
Okay, well, the last statement was a lie, because that literally is on the blog. So I don't even know why you keep saying I'm here to protect anything health-wise. Cover all of them, okay? all health-wise safety nets. Stop saying you'll do the best you can to protect it when you literally said you're cutting them. So stop saying that. Number two, you saw a glimpse into Trump's life, protest around the world,
Mhm.
and he's worried about his little cheating golf course thing.
Mhm.
Number three, and I have to be the cynic about this, Adams, but I didn't get the video. I didn't pull the video because I was like, I do not want to take away from this protest that obviously you see now, America. You see now you do not need the black community to help you protest. So stop asking, where are we? You can do it. I believe in you. But one protest that happened in Hollywood, Florida, and I was like, yeah, I think it'll be an overkill to show, two protests. I think they'll get the point with Chicago. That was a really big crowd. But I don't know why I clicked off as soon as the lady was like, and a lot of people, a white lady, and a lot of people came out here and they was afraid to come out here because we don't know, anything could happen to us. But, it's more important. And I just looked at it. You're the safest person walking the street right now. But bringing in the thoughts of Brother Theus, they're layers. Because as a black man that's been in America, when you say afraid of protesting, my thought automatically goes to the pepper spray, the rubber bullets, the tear gas, the disappearance and reappearance from out of nowhere. Those are, that's my thought process. But I also have to think about Florida and how they don't fight that way. Conservatism on white conservatism on white liberals don't work that way. It's more of all of a sudden you're just not right for this neighborhood. All of a sudden your kids are being bullied into school. All of a sudden you're getting side eyes and you can't join groups like you used to in organizations and churches and everything else. The slow alienation of things. So yeah, there could be a little bit of danger for these people. So you have to keep that in mind. It's not the same danger as a black man, as a black woman, as a black teenager, and everything else. Obviously not. But to say ain't nothing gonna happen to you, you're being short-minded. Power is a very powerful thing. And when you go against that power, in any type of way, shape, or form, if you do not do what they tell you to do, when they tell you to do it, and how they tell you to do it, one way or the other, they're going to make you pay for it. So kudos for the people who are brave enough to go out there, protest with your voice, exercise your freedom of speech, and just congratulations. That's all I gotta say. Emma?
Well, first of all, I want to just bring a huge congratulations to all of the people who were involved, from organizing to bringing the needed material to the people. And those were incredible numbers. Like Washington, D.C., they outdid the Women's March of 2017. These numbers around the world are actually quite big. And the world has been asking America, where are you? The thing is, we have been protesting. We have been out there. We have been organizing. We have been resisting. We have been having boycotts. We have been doing an awful lot. It's just not being shown until recently. And, also, count what Bernie is doing. He is getting people in deep red districts, deep red states to come out and hear him. This is incredible what he is doing. I really hope he is going to be propping up whoever is going to be trying for maybe the next presidential race. But okay, Indivisible, one of the groups that I follow, they added 71 new groups to their network in the last week alone. The numbers are now they're going to existentially grow because we have hit that point. And sorry, I can hear myself out in the living room. It's okay, so we've had 71 new groups. We have seen the incredible growth not only from this group but others all across the USA. And what I would like to touch on is the fact that in the last call, Indivisible had a question about where are the Black people? And I was so happy to hear that their response very quickly was to shut that down. You have no reason to be looking for them. Why are you not looking for white people to join? This is where the work actually has to be done. As it was specifically said, leave them alone. They have not only put their bodies on the line for hundreds of years, it was a very good answer. It was very quick to be like, no, we've got this. And how could you not think that we've got this? Look at the amount, the amount of people who were involved in that call, because they do a weekly call just to go over what has happened and try to explain it kind of in plain speak, as well as to give you more in-depth of what is happening. Indivisible is a group that believes that democracy, it only works when the people are actually involved. And it tries to make it easy for people. So we have tools like the 5 Calls app, where I can get up in the morning and look, who is it that I have to call out of my senators and reps today? What's the issue? And they make it extremely easy. There's even a little like a skit worked out for you if you have no idea what to say. So it's people are, and the boycotts, like people are continuously boycotting Amazon. People are continuously deciding to spend our dollars more smartly. to go more local, to go more in the way of we're going to deny the billionaires their right to this money hike. Everybody is incredibly angry that an unelected ketamine addict billionaire set to become the world's first trillionaire can just run roughshod through our treasury and then through all kinds of different departments. The people have been scared, yes, to a great level. I mean, look at in the beginning we were talking about the protests, and I was like, there ain't no way in hell I'm going out there. Because, you know, I had heard stories about martial law. I had heard stories about how Trump wants to, you know, implement 2025. It was all looking scary for like I know my skin affords me a certain level of comfort. My lifestyle, my love style does not. And my health especially does not. It has been really obvious that the latest steps this government has taken, we don't give a damn about kids who are fighting cancer, kids who need lunch. We don't give a damn about patients. We are so backwards right now. We are, there's a word for like when we are run by the most awful of all of us, by the absolute, but I think it's like a cactus. I'll need to find that word.
You can also use neo-Nazi fascist dictator.
There's that too. And everybody is wondering, you know, who is actually the one pulling the strings in the background. Because we know that they've come at this like a machine.
Is it this word?
And idiocracy? No. Okay. It starts with a K, and I think it's like a cactus tree, or
my vocabulary ain't that strong, so
there's a great word for it. We are run by the
we're sure
least. He'll find it. He'll find it. I'm sure. By the least capable. We are run by people who, I mean, Elon demonstrated that he had no idea how certain departments were run, with having to run after people, rehire them, and then, oh, oops, I can't even find them because we don't even have up-to-date contact numbers on them. People are angry. People are sad. Some people don't even yet know what to do. But if you are still paralyzed on your couch, on your bed, and not doing something, at least with your own community, here's where I have to start saying we only can start to talk about taking our country back when we have done the work to connect up with each other. This is going to be years and years of work to undo what these fascist dictator and assholes have done. They are going to cost millions of kids their lives with the undoing of US aid. It is just about every American, with exception of MAGA, who are so happy that we're all flipping out. Yeah, we flip out when people start losing their lives. And there have been direct correlation cases where people have lost their lives because of what has happened just in the time Trump has taken office. So get angry, get motivated, and get out there. If you don't know where else to start, indivisible.org. It will direct you to look for a group near you. You can just look up protests near me. You can look up so many different things. The power is going to have to come from the people. We have seen Cory Booker take the floor for 25 hours. He did an incredible thing. He met the moment just like his constituents were asking him to. They were like, where are you? Are you not going to do anything? We want you to do something where you disrupt the normalcy of this, because this is not normal. The more people go on and go to work and we act like this is normal, the more we're going to be looking at each other going, well, who's the one who's going to do it? And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Because that question has been floating. We don't want to continue this way. The way that we can only get out of here is with each other. And I know it seems contraindicated that I say, leave Black people alone and go and look at your own people. But hey, I do have a point there. So, okay, that's that's my spiel.
Okay. Unfortunately, a lot of people didn't start criticizing Trump until it started to affect their stock in 401k.
Yes.
Parker, short term, is anybody else thinking about Nebraska? Get it?
No? Well, yes, I am. Because I don't want anyone to hurt. I don't want this is going to go far beyond Nebraska.
No. What I was saying was you was okay, and that's a human thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with a lot of things until it affects me. Now that it is affecting me, now I'm going to fight back, and I'm going to fight back hard. Is it a wrong way of thinking things? You have a right to feel how you feel. I can't to say that one way or the other. It was the same thing as what Thea's always says. When the last time you thought about the Filipinos? It's you care about what you care about. It's the fight. Not everybody that was in these protests, I'm here because my 401k. I'm here because my cousin lost his federal job. I'm here because of Gaza. I'm here because of healthcare. I'm here. It doesn't matter. The crowd was so large, it looked like they were combined on the same thought process while millions of people around the world was fighting for what they believe is being wrong.
Mhm.
So, no, I can't fault you for fighting for what you feel is most important to you. Because, yeah, they didn't come out until it started affecting their stock in 401k. Okay, a lot of them people didn't have 401k or stock. I don't want people to think that's a norm to have stock in 401k.
No.
That's not a norm, folks. Everybody keeps thinking that it's gonna be, but you gotta think about the people's 401k. A lot of jobs don't give you 401k, buddy.
And think
Sorry.
about the stock market. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
okay. I ain't got stock. And if I do got stock, I've got what? A penny stock in Amazon that gives me what, 50 cents every year? I'm like, what? You can keep it. Nobody want to walk around with 2/4 in their pocket anyway. That's irritating.
Mm.
Indivisible does a lot of great work. I wish they had not endorsed Willie Bell over Cory Bush in the primary last year, though.
I hear that.
Tracy, who pulls the strings? The billionaires. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
4 decades. Yeah. How you think those people keep getting elected? I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the word. Oh, good God, we in trouble. Parker can't even get the word. And we had a lot of you. See, now you're gonna force her to look it up.
Mm-hmm.
Booker's performance was not a filibuster. Yes, it was. That's literally was a filibuster.
No, actually, it was a speech on the floor because he was not blocking any.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Bill.
He wasn't blocking any bill. That's right.
It was
So
an addressal to Congress, and but filibuster never left my lips. Just said that he spent 25, actually plus hours on the floor of the Senate. And what he did, it does deserve respect. I know, I don't agree with Cory all the time. I don't like that he takes money from IPEC. There's a whole bunch of things that I could criticize him on before, but right now, this does not matter.
not at this
What
point.
matters is that he stood up for the people. If you actually listen to him talk,
Wish none of us was gonna watch 24 hours of him talking.
no, just go and listen to like the last 25 minutes. If you do nothing else. And you will get the idea of what he had been doing. He was talking about his constituents, the people, how this is hitting them. He was reaching the people.
I also want to put in a little trivia question. Whose record did he break? This is
Strom
fascinating.
Thurmond's. Strom Thurmond's. And you know what he was arguing? Against civil rights.
Against civil
1957.
rights. 23 hours.
24 hours and 18 minutes was his. So Cory Booker just had to go longer than that. He went over 25 hours. It is the longest speech on the Senate floor we have ever had. He deserves that record. He bears it with honor. That was a good job.
Yeah, don't criticize.
Did we see anybody else doing anything?
That's literally what I was about to say. Don't criticize somebody that nobody else has ever done. So yeah, sorry, but don't do that.
All right. The word is a kakistocracy.
Nope, never heard of.
Government by the least suitable or the least competent citizens of the state.
Oh, there it is. All right, everybody, let's move on. I was afraid it's going to be a short show. Apparently, it's not. Hot diggity. but the promises have been made. We're going to get through the first hour. We're not going to rush through it. So let's go ahead and get into it. How bad has the tariffs from Trump been? Where you could combine the forces of China, Japan, and South Korea.
China, Japan, and South Korea held the first trade talks in 5 years on Sunday, amid concerns over U.S. President Donald Trump's import tariffs. The three Asian manufacturing giants agreed to, quote, closely cooperate for a comprehensive and high-level talks to improve free trade in the region. That's according to a statement released after the meeting. Trade ministers from the three nations met ahead of Trump's planned announcement on Wednesday of more tariffs in what he calls, quote, Liberation Day. Last week, Trump announced 25% import tariffs on cars and auto parts, a move that may hurt companies, especially Asian automakers, which are among the largest vehicle exporters to the U.S. Seoul, Beijing, and Tokyo are major U.S. trading partners, although they have been at loggerheads among themselves. Disagreements over issues, including territorial disputes, have prevented them from making any substantial progress on a trilateral free trade deal since starting talks in 2012. The ministers agreed to hold their next ministerial meeting in Japan.
Now, I don't want to say anything about that because that was just the introduction. I do have a follow-up video because it's something that goes into a more detail on what's going on. Thank you, Parker, for your joke, but even your joke had me thinking it has to be a little more deeper, dig a little deeper. So I found a video in which, yeah, we keep saying the tariffs this, the tariff that, the tariff on this, the tariff on that. But I found a video where it is specifically telling you how much tariffs are being put on countries. So let's get into it.
The largest economies in Asia will also be hit with some of the more larger tariffs under President Trump's plan. The president announced that the U.S. would charge a 34% tax on imports from China on top of the existing 20% tariffs on goods that those tariffs have already been put in place. And goods from India would be hit with a 26% tariff. Japanese imports would be hit with a 24% tariff. There will also be a 25% tariff on South Korea and 32% on Taiwan. Zoe Liu joins us now. She's a Maurice R. Greenberg Senior Fellow for China Studies at the Council on Foreign Relations. Zoe, good to have you here. What is your initial reaction to these tariffs and how countries are already responding?
No, Lindsay, thank you very much for having me. I feel like Asian economies, they are not confused and they are not surprised at all. I would say China in particular is not surprised because they not only see it coming, but they have also been preparing for the escalatory tariff scenario. And
in what ways?
Over the past 10 years, China has not only been strengthening its domestic economy in terms of trying to reduce its vulnerabilities to American or foreign sanctions, but also has been pursuing this strategy called self-reliance or self-sufficiency. The idea is to make sure that China is not necessarily being overly dependent on the rest of the world, especially the United States.
That said, though, could we see more countries throughout Asia or throughout the world unite in order to address this?
I think, Lindsay, that's a very interesting question because on March 31st, right before the Liberation Day here, the Chinese government and the Korean government and the Japanese government, they did get together to have a economic and trade conversation. That is the first time these three countries got together after 5 years.
Wow.
So and the Chinese government did put out on social media saying that, well, we are trying to have a joint united reaction. But the Koreans and Japanese clarified saying that, well, that might be a little bit overstated. But we did talk about the threat, the uncertainties, and we did talk about our shared interest in deepening supply chain cooperation, which is kind of interesting because Korean and the Japanese government, in fact, they have also expressed the intention to cooperate with the United States.
Okay, two things real quick. One, they're grouping together to share imports. let's not say it's an alliance yet. Only one country said it was an alliance, and they're like, let's not go that far. Like, I don't mind sharing my sandwich with you, but you ain't coming over my house with dinner. You know, that type of thing. Like, we ain't friends. We just helping each other out. Number
The
two,
fact that they're talking at all is
but yeah, 5 years.
important.
5 years, folks. Number two, the last lady that was talking. Excellent. Appreciate all that you were saying. You kind of put your country on a pedestal a little bit too. Not a pedestal. Not the whole truth, so to speak. China saw this coming, so they're trying to be more independent and use their own resources and without the use of the United States. No. First of all, China been doing this a lot longer than 10 years. Second of all, China knows how to get what they want by doing soft diplomacy than war. And it's for just China. But
Every
hey,
country has its propaganda.
yeah, so I get it, but come on, lady. Yeah, I know.
They
I
are
know.
not as free in their media as we
Oh,
would like to believe.
absolutely not. That's why the fact that China and Japan, good God, China and Japan. Now, South Korea, I didn't see that one coming either. South Korea is like the Asian Switzerland. Like, leave us alone, we'll leave you alone. Like, they're that type of country. Like, hey, we ain't in this. My name Bennett, I ain't in it. So we over here, we doing our thing. So South Korea, okay. China and Japan. Which way you want to go with this? Do you want to go country against country, tradition against tradition, politics against politics, leadership against leadership, beliefs against beliefs? Which way you want to go where you looking at two countries that are literally the complete opposite of each other in ideology, in every way, shape, form, and fashion?
Yep.
And Trump, in less than a year, in his 90-day probation, well, is it 90 days yet? It may be over.
Probation. That would be great.
Yeah, it will be. But the probation is over now. Was able to combine these two countries, even if it's not alliances. Okay, you got them talking. Been 5 years.
You got them working together.
Yeah. So, wow. Just wow.
Amazing what a common enemy will do.
Yeah. You got to look at it as World War II. Everybody keeps thinking World War II was terrible. The United States was always there. The United States wasn't there.
Not till the end.
But okay.
And we had to be bombed.
We had to be bombed, and now, buddy, we up in here. Now we in this. So, anyway.
This round, we are the one who is aligning with dictators and other fascists.
Right.
Things don't look too good. But what I do really appreciate is that the world understands that the citizens are not the U.S. government. And, you know, they feel just as bad for us as we are feeling lost in a lot of ways. But China and Japan have had, a special relationship going back thousands upon thousands of years. I mean, ultimately, you're talking about cousins who had such a feud in their family. That rift could never be restored. But, just like I said, give two other people a common enemy. That's exactly what we are making ourselves out to be. The more our rhetoric is aligning with Russia, and the emperor is naked completely. He doesn't care. And we are going to see, just like you did with Canada, the European Union, specifically Denmark, France, Germany, UK, this is not going to turn out well for us. We're going to be paying much higher prices. And just like everybody has been warning, tariffs come back on us to pay. Companies just raise their prices to cover that money of the tariff. But yeah, we all saw the stock market crash. And who was it that said, if the stock market ever crashed over 1,000 points in 2 days, he should be impeached? The president should be. That was Donald Trump. We are in just like nobody had this on our 2025 bingo card that China and Japan would be talking. Nobody had, even though, yes, we knew a trade war was coming with certain, we were being told about Canada, Mexico, we all assumed, I do believe, about China. These tariffs are going all over the world, and he's pissing off a lot of people.
China, I want to keep saying Japan. Hey, China and Canada has a partnership for oil and pure gold. Don't have me try to pronounce the largest oil supplier in China because I cannot remember the name right now. I do, however, remember the 800,000 barrels of oil a day that this company makes. And now Canada is their pipeline.
Yep.
So, yeah, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Or at the very least, a loose ally.
And we are in no place to start producing anything by ourselves. We need to make up factories. We are in a global market now, in a global economy. Coming back from that is going to be at least 10 years work. I'm hearing that a lot. 10 years work for things.
No. Like I said, the work that we're doing right now behind the scenes isn't to get through 4 years.
Right.
The damage of the 4 years.
That would be short-sighted.
Yeah, the damage of the 4 years is going to take. Let me put it to you this way. The damage of the 4 years can go either way. The damage of the 4 years can take up another 8 years, 10 years just to cover everything. Or the damage of the 4 years could take another 4 to 8 years. The reason I say that is because everybody keep thinking we just need to get Donald Trump out of office. He only got one term. We just need to survive Donald Trump. Dude, his vice president is Vance. So
I don't know. People don't follow him. Nobody has the personality like Trump, which is why they're all really trying to work towards a third term.
Yeah, that's
I don't doubt he will work for that.
he can give it a shot, but it's not gonna happen. And it's not because of Trump, so to speak, but it's politics. You never want to give a Republican such a leeway that you have to give a Democrat the same thing. So there is no way they'll give Donald Trump a third term, because if the Democrat gets into office that's popular enough to get a third term, Republicans ain't finna use all their energy to scramble to go, oh, no, wait a minute, because they're eating the dogs and cats. So forget it. They're not gonna do it. They're just not.
That's if we stay a republic.
Yeah. Hello, Foxy. How are you today?
Hello.
I'll get to you in a minute, Tracy. Trump is trying to fight 1 versus 100 global trade war, because Trump is the old thought of astrology. If anybody don't understand what I'm saying, one of the old tales of astrology was that the sun revolves around the earth and all the planets revolve around the earth. Trump and his minions and millionaires and billionaires think the same thing. The global nation revolves around the United States. You will do what we tell you to do when we tell you to do it, or there will be
They respect strength.
Yeah. So yeah, they yeah. Trump thinks the earth revolves around himself. He certainly think his people do. He certainly think the American people should.
Remember that quote of, I wish my people would stand up at attention like that?
Okay, now to Tracy, so we can end the hour. Are you going to talk about the dad that left his kids at McDonald's? Police are saying he was not on a job interview. No, because I don't know anything about it. It sounds like child abandonment. And there you go. Now, we can make a joke about it, but I don't have too many jokes about it, because if he's the older person in that kid's life, he's going to jail and the kids are going to foster care unless they can find another family for them to stay.
Yeah.
It's that simple. But anyway, that is our first hour. Nice hour. Really enjoyed it. Hate the topics that we had but the talk was really good. So I enjoyed it. Let's go ahead and take a 3-minute break to get into the second hour with Am I the A-Hole Mafia Video of the Week, Positive Story of the Week, and Foxy Video of the Week. 3-minute break to reboot and refresh it. We'll see everybody on the other side. Stay tuned.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, finally. I wanna be free. piecing back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground. I'm rising. I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. I wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. Higher to a bird. You, I'm rising. I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free.
We are back, and without further ado, let's go ahead and pay those bills. Please do not forget to go to patreon.com/Tracy B. Defend. Help support Tracy in all of her endeavors. Please do not forget to go to Anna Hard's website, BorelliEtc.com. Learn something that you didn't think you need to know, but you should. Please do not forget to go to Thea's website, OurUnitedCore.com. Communities build movements. And if you need to reach me, you can do so at radtp@outlook.com. That's RADTP@outlook.com. And let's go ahead and get into the Mama Heart Hour.
Yes, and please, people, be careful as we warm up more. Ticks are coming out earlier and earlier, and more of them are infected with multiple different diseases. Just be careful.
I missed a comment that I should have showed you. Parker, I found a tick on my dog yesterday. It made me think of Anna, LOL. Luckily, so I got it before it attached.
Good for you. I'm glad you saw it. You know, like I'm mostly like I make contact with my dog every single day. So I put my hands on her from nose tip to tip of the tail. So I know if something is not feeling normal, natural, and I can tell if there's a bump there. And just that is the best way for you to be doing a tick check on your animal, whether cat, dog, whatever you've got. You know, even lizards can get ticks. So snakes and it's incredibly what's the word? Ticks feed on a wide variety of mammals and reptiles and all that. Anything that can give them blood. So, you know, I just want people to be safe. One hell of a thing to learn from first-person experience.
Agreed.
Okay. That's it.
Am I the a-hole? All right. Tracy, I'm glad you brought that story up because it just so happened to be an Am I the a-hole story about the dude that left his kids at McDonald's.
Oh,
How's the story? The Am I the A-hole is abandoned kids.
Our family has an interesting story. My mother's side of the family and my father's side of the family have 2 marriages between the families. One of those marriages is my biological parents. The other is my biological mom's brother and my biological dad's sister. Okay, this is kind of complicated, so just for clarity, we have a brother-sister pair and then a second brother-sister pair, and the 2 brother-sister pairs married each other. My mom, Linda, and my dad, Chris, actually met at my uncle's and aunt's engagement dinner when both of them were 16. My parents are still complete wrecks. My dad has always been the troubled one in the family, who would have problems with school or work, and my mom has had addiction issues since she was 14. When they met and started to have a relationship, both sides of the family tried to break them up. They even sent them to different countries. However, they stole $50,000 from their families and managed to come together and then ran away when they were 19. They got married in a third world country, and when they were 21 years old, they had me, a 25-year-old boy, and my twin brother. They thought that we were dead weights, so they left us in the hospital and went to another country. Luckily, they checked into the hospital with their passports, so the hospital reached out to the embassy. Then, the embassy found my grandparents, and they brought us back home, and we've been raised by our uncle and aunt ever since. Me and my twin brother call my aunt and my uncle Mom and Dad. My parents were charged with child abandonment, but after 10 years of being MIA, the charges were dropped and our families also didn't try to look for them. 2 years ago, my biological parents just randomly showed up. Turns out they finished their education, have stable jobs in the country, started to get mental health treatments, and they've been sober for 9 years and have basically pulled themselves together. For the first 6 months after that, my biological parents only met their parents in public places, but after that, they were allowed into our houses. A year later, when me and my twin brother were 24, our biological parents were finally allowed to meet us. Me and my twin brothers started to have a relationship with them, and we're somewhat cordial right now. Last week, the topic of our abandonment came up, and our biological mother, Linda, told us that it was the hardest choice they've ever made. I started to laugh uncontrollably after that, and when they asked, I told them they had multiple chances to come back, but they didn't. And our families were right not to trust them, and we would always have our eyes watching them, and they should just accept that at this stage. Linda started to cry, and they left after that. All of my family, except for my brother, think that I'm being too cruel and I should apologize, but I think they need to hear the unfiltered truth. Am I the butthole?
Okay, it's come to my attention that I need to play this too. And number 2, Tracy, I stopped listening to you about anything about a repeat video as soon as you want me to play the Red House every doggone show. So stop telling me something's a repeat when you just want me to just play your favorite repeat. Either way, are you the a-hole? No.
No.
Do I care that I hurt your feelings? No. You need your feelings hurt. Your family should have been the first people to hurt your feelings. Your brother, your brothers and sisters, the parents, the grandparents, and everybody else should have been the first people to hurt your feelings. If you apologize, you are the a-hole to yourself. It is so amazing to me how people can be so cruel to another family member. So we're going to use family member because that's how it always been, the family member. And one family member has always been cruel to the other family member. You can steal from your other family member. You can cheat with another family member's spouse. You can want another family member's baby. You can cuss out, yell at, treat badly the other family member. And as soon as that other family member stands up for themselves and starts saying something to you and start cussing you out and start putting you in your place, that you are wrong, I refuse to be treated this way. Now all of a sudden, you need to apologize to the abuser because family. Well, let me explain something to you. When the hell did we become family? We was family when they was abusing a family member. But you allowed it to happen. But now that their feelings is hurt, they need to be apologized to because we're family. Tell me exactly when the family part starts. Because it's not circular. It's not a continuum. Apparently, there's a break in family. You abandoned these kids. You have no right to have your feelings hurt. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart because your feelings was not hurt when you abandoned them. And I'm sorry, OP, I hate to tell you this. Your aunt and uncle are a-holes. They had no right whatsoever bringing these toxic people back in your life. Which way you want to look at it? The abandonment or the fact that they ran for 10 years until the case was closed? Not the case was closed, till the case was dropped. Which way you want to look at it? And then you worried about you literally are worried about their feelings. Come on. Come on, folks.
Did they want the kids to apologize?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
The
All right.
was the one that said you went too far. You need to apologize to them. For what?
Okay. No.
Because their feelings were hurt? Poor baby. Speaking of baby, you abandoned your babies. Remember that? And Daphnis, who does these videos, said something that was so freaking interesting I never thought of. It was sheer dumb luck that they were found because you took them to the hospital and left your passport. That means one less or two less passports, and them kids would have been lost forever. Because you abandoned them in another country. Which makes me think, did your family even know you was pregnant?
Might not.
So they didn't even know you were pregnant. They're not going to look for kids because they don't know if the kids existed. Sheer dumb luck. OP, you're not the a-holes for the fact that you're a nicer person than I am. I'm not having a conversation with these people. I would have no desire to hold a conversation with these people. And I would stop questioning my uncle and aunt and ask them, what was you thinking to think this was okay? And before you answer, don't you dare say family. I'm done.
My turn?
Yep.
I think last time, and I think I would stay pretty close to what I said the first time, that I do believe in forgiveness. I do believe in working past a hard situation, in some cases an impossible situation, and coming back to have a better relationship from it. You have to move differently through each situation, though. This particular situation, there should have been a therapist talking with the parents, the biological parents, and another therapist talking with the adoptive, the aunt and uncle parents, and the kids. Did we get ages of the kids?
24.
Okay, so that they are adults. So, and it would have come out very clearly whether they wanted to or not go forward in therapy. A great neutral place to come and have your feelings be known if you don't feel comfortable enough to bring that up at home. Some parents will drive the but it's family, and that is a very weak argument. I wish people could understand that we can be tremendously hurt by the very people that brought us into this world. We can be hurt to the point where it is a good thing for our mental health to separate completely away from those people. And thank you for tea. If that's what they want to have happen, then good. You do you, and you do what you need for your mental health. But if you want to come back through something like this, you're going to have to brace yourself as the biological parents for some hurtful things to be thrown back at you. And that's where I was saying, if you had a therapist, you could be processing all of this. That would show me that you are very seriously into trying to get this relationship right. People do. Some deserve second chances. Some people know that they are in no position to bring up a child. They're scared and they run away. If they are willing to face that, come to grips with, yeah, something's going to be said about that very directly from the kid. And you're going to have to be able to say, I know and I am so sorry, and I will spend the rest of my life trying to make up for that. Like, that is the only response, really. You have no right to come in and have a smooth move back into your family. You have no right to expect there to be no bumps along the way. This is going to be hard. Everybody's going to have to face things they didn't really want to face again. If it's worth it, it can be worked towards. And no, I'm not saying go to like a motherly relationship or a fatherly relationship with them. You don't change who your parents have been your whole life. But you can't expect to go through this and your feelings not be hurt. That's childish. Come on. Grow up. Deal with what you have in front of you. You were wrong. You gotta come up to that. That's what this whole gathering is about. And if you don't do the right thing right here, you very well may lose them forever. So think about it. Think really long and hard. Anybody who's going to be trying this kind of a move. That's it.
All right. Mafia video of the week. So, Tracy, I done got really good at ignoring you in your comments. You should know that by now. But I have to give credit where credit is due. Sometimes you do send me some good Mafia videos. And this is a video that you sent me last week, actually. I'm just not getting to it. So here we go. Anna, again, a subject for some reason that we've been talking about lately, where churches nowadays have become performances. This is an example of what I mean. On the cross, I said, I'm so glad that he did it just for me. While I was unfit to live and wasn't fit to die, he stayed there. Yes, he did. Anybody know that he stayed there? He stayed there all night Friday. The Bible says that he died. He died. Yes, he died. Anybody know that he died? He died. He died so that I might live. One thing, anybody here today know that he died? Anybody here today know that he died? Anybody here today know that he died? He died that I might live. He died so that I might live. Stay dead all night Friday. Stay dead all night Saturday. Dead all night Saturday night. But I said I got some good news. Somebody ought to help me shout it. Every Sunday morning, he got out the grave. And I heard him say, I got all power in my hand. Say, yeah, yeah. I'm telling you right now, I'm walking out. And I'm praying all the way to my car. Lord, I did not know this. If they was going to do this, please do not group me in with these group of people. I had nothing to do with this. I've done it before. I walked out of a church sermon for the same reason. I don't know what they were doing. All this, look at my sweat. This is anointed oil. Nope, I'm out. Nope.
Those are the times you wonder.
Nope. I'm not going to hell for y'all. No.
Jesus, please don't decide to come back right
now. No. Give me a running start. No. Let me just get in the car. No. Nope. Nope. Not gonna be a part of this one, buddy. Lord, you know I came for support. See me walking away. You see me walking away. You don't have anything in.
Nope.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll be right there with him. Me, yeah. You talking about walking out, Tracy? Cause, bruh, I gotta go. No. Foxy's videos of the week. Again, all of these videos have now been chosen by Foxy. She's I have not chosen. To be honest with you, I don't think I've chosen any of these videos since the beginning of this year. So all of them been through her, and now she has a little code, Anna. Because she'll see
I
me.
always thought that they were Foxy videos. Like,
no, the Foxy video of the week was an homage to Foxy. Like, I just wanted her to be a part of it, so I had the little short video.
oh, okay, I got you.
But now that she
Well,
done got
good.
on, now that she done got on Instagram, and now she has a code that says, what is it? SW, show worthy.
Joe Worthy. Ah, okay.
So she'll send me a show, SW, and I'm like, okay.
You still get to decide.
Oh no, there's been some I turned down because it was like, there's no way I'm showing this video. I laughed my butt off at it, but it was like, nah.
Not right for the show.
Not right for the show.
I get that.
Anyway, the first video, let's go ahead and get the serious thing out of the way. Loved it. And I love spoken word anyway. Good spoken word. So here we go with this.
On June 17th, 2015, Dylan Ruff walked into a midweek Bible study. He sat and prayed with the church members before pulling out his gun, killing most, and allowing one to live. After the incident, he was found and arrested peacefully. When Dylan Ruff killed 9 innocent black people, we did not question his God. He wore flags of apartheid Africa. We did not question his allegiance. He committed the crime alone. We did not question his people. When Adam Lanza shot a classroom full of first graders at Sandy Hook Elementary, we did not ask him to leave the country. When Timothy McVeigh killed 168 people in Oklahoma, we did not call this a crime against every American. When the KKK killed thousands of black people while swearing to uphold Christian morality, we did not ask them to remove their robes. We did not call all Christians bigots. Do you see it? How we don't label all white men based on the sins of a few. Do you see it? How we don't have to condemn a whole class of people based on the actions of some. Do you see it? How all the names are different. How all the faces are different. How all the people are different. Therefore, we should not condemn all Muslims for the radicalism of a group. If you want to persecute ISIS, go ahead. But to persecute ISIS is to persecute those that gave them power. To persecute those that gave them power is to persecute the U.S. government. Do your research. Islam is not synonymous with terror. It is literally submission. It is devotion. It is peace. Terrorism is actually forbidden, and jihad does not mean holy war. It means struggle. It means survival. It means standing face to face with everything that wants to put you you in the ground and choosing to be alive. Do your research and stop listening to CNN. Stop trading humanity for hypocrisy. Stop staring at Muslims in the airport. Stop letting your fear drag you into ignorance. Stop supporting billionaire Republicans who want to scare you into murdering the innocent, and start supporting leaders who speak peace in their native tongue. Instead of burning down the mosque, burn down the walls around the pulsating muscle in your chest and realize that we all have one. And lastly, as the customary greeting goes, Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you. Wa alaikum assalam. And upon you be peace. Do you see it?
Assalamu alaikum. That was beautiful.
Yep. Loved it. Loved it. I can't add too much to it other than, because we've already talked about it on this show, it is so amazing that we are still, when it comes to white European crimes.
Was that Button poetry?
Button?
Yeah, it's a channel I follow on TikTok that has incredible. I don't know if it's on YouTube.
I don't know.
You remember the other poem I sent with the two that switched places? It just had a very familiar feel.
It could be. I just got a clip of it. I don't know where it came from.
Okay.
But yeah, I just like the word. But
my thighs got tinglies.
Yeah, it hits you because it's like, when it comes to white European crimes of any nature, it goes the same rhetoric. Mental health, which is a joke. That's the first thing that you think of, because you be honest with yourselves. Just be honest. Just take accountability. You don't take mental health seriously enough, so don't try to use it as a blame to blame away things. When it comes to Black, when it comes to Muslim, when it comes to Asian, they got a litany. Well, they automatically angry. Well, they're subject. They're so easy to violence. What is their upbringing? Well, that's what happens when you be raised in a single parent home. That's what happens when you're raised in poverty. That's what happens when you're raised in the ghetto. That's what happens when they're in and out of jail. That's for the Black people. They've already explained what happens to Muslims. One does something, they all done something. 9/11. If you want to pretend like you don't remember, or act like that doesn't happen. I said on this show, if somebody said, has there ever been a time when the United States was connected, was unified? I said, yeah, the day after 9/11, or a couple of days after 9/11. So I'll give you two. I'm giving mercy and saying two. But that third day, and here it all floods back in. The bigotry, the hatred, and the attacks. And the start of the 20+ year war. So, yeah. Well said, well spoken. Cadence was on point, because as soon as they got loud, I'm like, please don't mess up. Y'all doing so good. Come on. Come on, y'all doing so good. Don't mess it up. But I have nothing else to say about that. It was beautiful. I
That
love
was
it.
great. Just let it marinate in its own beauty. It's
I
not
want
much
to
to
find
say.
more of those. Those were good. Anyway, next video.
There's a lot of
God,
posting.
God, give me a sign if this is not for me.
That was their whole shoe.
That bird don't like you. I don't know what it is that you did to that bird or his friends and family, but that was the best way for the bird to say,
Wait, somebody threw a shoe. There was a bird?
No, that was a bird. Look at it from the very beginning. That's a bird. I'll play it again because it's short. It's a bird.
I thought that was a shoe. Okay. Bird said, nope, not today.
You can't sing. Shut the fuck up.
He didn't sound. He wasn't off of a note.
The bird thought so. You thought his voice was a bird call. Here I am.
Us using amplifiers and other things in the air really messes with the birds and their ability to fly. And oh, yeah, I can understand.
Just shut up. Try to sleep. In case you're feeling down or somebody's making you feel down, somebody's making you tired, somebody making you not worthy, I only have one message for you.
So what if I'm fat as hell, but I'm fine as well, bitch? I'ma put it on. I bet you that. Look at me, care nothing about it, showing everything, private topic. Looking and feeling like a 2-piece and 105 biscuit while them bitches coleslaw. Don't nobody want coleslaw.
Love her.
I love that.
I love confident women in their bodies and men.
Yeah,
it's amazing, but nah, I ain't gonna do that.
confidence is attractive. Yes.
It is. It is.
Real confidence. Don't start.
There's a difference between confidence and arrogance.
And compensation and yeah. There's a
Yeah.
few different ways you could
I don't
go.
have a problem with you being confident. I don't have a problem with that. Knock yourself out. It's
You be you.
To be
Just
be you though.
yeah.
That's all I'm asking.
Marinate into you. That's all you need to do.
You're talking in confidence, you walking in confidence and everything else. If she did that and she's trying to, get people pumped up and everything, I'm cool with it. If she walks into a Walmart, I'm fine as hell. Look at me. Look, no. 2-piece in a biscuit. Nobody want no coleslaw.
Marlon, have you ever seen the guy who gets down, bends her knees all the way and walks like Edna from The Incredibles. Oh my gosh, I have to send you some videos because this guy is really incredible what he does. And he takes on the character from The Incredibles, and if you've seen those movies, they're fun. And Edna is one of the best characters of them all. So this guy does a caricature of them, calls himself Ed No, and has done it so well that he's been hired sometimes to go and act out the part in some parks. And so yeah, I'll send you videos. They're fun.
You gotta show me the videos of that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last video of the night. It's funny. It's just not really accurate, but it's still funny as crap. Fighting in the 80s.
You are one funky Cole Medina.
Oh, thank you, sweet girl.
Do it, bro. Shoot. What the hell was that, Funky Freddy? This is my girl. Well, I got something for you. Now hold on, job sucker. It's time.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's how we fought.
First of all, that's the fluffiest damn Jerry curl I ever seen in my life. That is not that you need to get it done. You need to redo. That ain't how Jerry curl's supposed to. Your Jerry curl should not look like an afro. That was
very 80s appropriate.
that was you need to get it redone, dude. That was not a good. That's not a good Jerry curl take, bro. That just looks like it's time to take that care. Number 2, jive turkey. No, not one time in the 80s did we ever use the word jive turkey. No, absolutely not. And number 3, this is early 80s. Just take my word for it. This is early 80s. Yeah, this is how we used to fight in the early 80s. So when somebody went into their truck, they was getting a boom box and they was going to start dancing. Mid to late 80s, no. If somebody goes into their trunk, you need to go.
Run, hide, go.
They're not going in their truck for a B-box. They're going into their truck for a pew-pew. So 81 to 84. I'll give it to 84.
I was a baby.
Okay.
I was born in 1980.
Okay. Because I was telling, how old are you right now?
44.
44. And Theus
Born in 1980.
And Theus is 47.
Yeah, he's as old as my brother. Or wait, maybe not. Maybe my brother's a couple years older.
I thought he was 3 years older than you. Because he'll reach 50.
I don't know.
I mean, obviously, I think he's older than you.
Because my brother is turning 50.
Oh, no. Tracy, if you're still here, how old are you? Because you said you're older than Theus. So
I don't know how old either of them are. I don't remember.
I cannot remember. Okay, Tracy is 51. So that doesn't help because I'm still thinking Thea's is 47.
No, I think he's a little bit older. Because if he's
I'm
close to my
53.
brother, I think he is.
One, yes, Foxy, you're the oldest. Two, no, I'm not gonna look up to you because
I'm your elder.
you are not my elder.
She is so. If she's
One
older
year
than
older
you,
than
she
me
is
and my
elder.
elder. You didn't learn nothing in 1 year.
I knew how to walk before you. I knew how to talk before you.
Okay.
That. Yep. Foxy's the elder.
Okay, you don't scare
We will
nobody.
all. You are the matriarch. We will all come to you if something is going on.
Marlon is 53.
This is 47 and it's 44. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm 53. Tracy
Okay,
is
maybe
51.
he's a bit younger
Thea
then.
is 47. That's what I thought. And Anna is 44.
Okay.
And Foxy is 64.
You wish.
If you're gonna be the elder, get up the whole elder part.
Will you still be sending me a Valentine?
She talking about it. She's 64. She my sugar mama.
Do you have any more videos here?
Nope, that is it. Anna, tell everybody where to find you.
All right. You can find me here on the weekends and also at borreliaetc.com, written on the screen right below me here.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-conforming individuals, and of course,
Why, yes, I'm an evil left-wing sheeple snowflake working for the deep state, here to force your wives to get abortions and then leave you for transgender lesbians. Yes, it was us Antifa that stormed the Capitol to make you all look bad so that we can take your guns, spread communism, and blast Cardi B in your churches. And you're never gonna stop us, no, 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 you're never.
I could do that. And of course,
I'm assuming you're LGBTQ.
I appreciate Anna being here. And until next time,
I immediately heard the lady. It's happening.
And until next time, we will see you when we see you. Peace.
I now wish to be called LGBTQ. Yep, it is happening.
I want to be called a left-wing snowflake working for the deep state.